Hey, it's me, Fan of Fett, Boba Fett's biggest fan, and today I'm just gonna be starting something new. I'm gonna start making my new video ideas, such as Fortnite, because I want to be a Fortnite YouTuber that I said on my last video. This video will be the top 10 favorite skins that I have, and it'll be shown now. For number 1, for my list so far, would have to be this Deadpool skin. This Deadpool skin's pretty nice and is pretty goated. I don't have the original, but I feel like that this one's the GOAT. I like how it looks, and I do like Deadpool and Wolverine. One of my friends was like that he didn't have enough V-Bucks to get it. Well, in my opinion, he should have saved for it. It was been out, for the first time it appeared in the item shop, it'd been out for a very long time. So honestly, I feel like there's no excuse of not getting it during that time. I feel like that this skin's pretty nice. The reason why I say this is pretty good is because of how it looks. I actually wore this skin a little while, and I'll wear that skin again if I want. I honestly like how it is. The back bling isn't nothing to write home about. I wish it was more of like a katana thing, but overall I feel like it's pretty nice. And I feel like that this is pretty nice. I honestly have to think. I'm sorry for stalling, so I'm just gonna go to the next one. Number 2 on my list has to be the new Doctor Doom skin. I like this one pretty much. I like how the armor blends in with a cape, and the second edit style is pretty awesome, in my opinion. I like what they did with this Doctor Doom skin. I think people didn't like the plot that much, and the live event was like, meh. But overall, it's pretty nice. I have to give this one a pretty nice thumbs up. It's Fan of Fett approved. In my opinion. Nothing that I wore for a long time, but overall it's pretty metal and pretty rad in my opinion. It's full of Riz, and I very like this one. This one's straight up cool. And put the glory slow edits into pretty Sigma-ness. So I have to give this a top 2. For number 2 is this M&M skin. I like how it works, and I do like the design of it. I like the back bling, I like the pickaxe, and the emote is pretty nice. It's a shame that we didn't get a car like that. It would have been way much more better than a helicopter, in my opinion. So yeah, this is actually pretty goated, and I liked Mom's Spaghetti a lot, and his minigun was pretty unique. I like how it looks, and I did like the live event. I like his helmet more better, but I like this. I like how it looks like Casey Jones and Bane. I feel like that they're going through that Bane aesthetic because it's supposed to be Batman, especially with a car emote that looks like the Batmobile from the Batman animated series. So I have to admit that this is a pretty nice skin. And time for the next one. For number 4, I'll have to give it to this one. This is like my first Durr Burger skin, and I got it from the crew pass. I really love this one. I like how the blade is its pickaxe, and I do like how it looks with its design. I feel like that the sushi aesthetic is pretty unique to what they were trying to do. So I feel like that's pretty awesome. And I feel like it's pretty anime, and that celery stick obviously was foreshadowing for Miku. And there's no other way that you can convince me out of it. I do like how he looks. His shoes are kind of it's kind of pretty cool overall. I just think that this skin is pretty cool. So now to the next one. I lost count, I'm sorry, but this is Mechagodzilla. I like Mechagodzilla and how it looks. I just honestly like how they're able to convert the hands. I thought that would be a big problem, but it's not. I like how this Mechagodzilla looks. I like how the tail's small, and I like how the skin looks overall. The Mechagodzilla design where this movie came from, Godzilla vs. Kong, has to be my favorite Mechagodzilla design. I just honestly like how it looks, pretty much. And I like how its back bling looks. And I like this one a lot. I like that edit style where if you start eliminations, the glow starts going up. I just like how that looks. It's pretty goated. I like it. So, on to the next one. The next one on this list has to be the Shredder. The Shredder's pretty nice. I like how you don't need a cape with him or his claws. His claws are too small in my opinion, but it's pretty nice. Just look how cool this looks. This is better than the COD skin. There's no way to convince me otherwise. In my opinion, this is pretty goated. Pretty Sigma. I got this when it first came out on that pass, like a few days before the entire thing stopped. The Super Shredder skin sucks, but I do like this Shredder skin. It's pretty nice. It's pretty goated. It actually looks like the Shredder. So, on to the next one. Honorable mention is this one. I like how lucky this one looks, pardon the pun, and I do like how it honestly looks. So, yeah. I like this one, and if I had to wear this one, I would without any complaint. So, on to the next one. I couldn't leave this one out of the list. The Ultima Carver is a good skin. The logo design looks pretty nice, and I like how they did with the shoulder pads. The helmet looks pretty nice, and the Ultima Carver looks, honestly, decent. I'll give this a 10 out of 10 for what they were trying to do. I mean, like, look at this. This is so unique. I love it so much. Just look at the details, like the belt and the pumpkins and all of that. They actually did a pretty decent job. And the boss fight was pretty neat. You got the pumpkin launcher and the wood crossbow. The wood shotgun. So yeah, this is one of my best favorites and one of my favorites of all time, and I'll wear this every single Halloween. I'm going on the last two ones. This one is the Dark Rex skin, and I love this skin. I don't like the edit styles, but this is pretty good. The back bling looks pretty good and pretty neat on this. I don't have the original Rex skin. This is like an improvement. This is the GOAT in my opinion, and this is pretty nice. I wore this for a very, 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 very long time. For a very long time. So I have to admit that this is pretty the GOAT. And just look. Look how goated this looks. This looks so rad. I could wear this anytime I want, and that's why it's pretty cool. The last one on the list is Mecha Rex. Or Rex with a 3 and 7E. I like this skin. The only complaint is the pickaxe. I don't like how the pickaxe is, but it is overall good. I predicted this would be in the OG pass. And it was. I predicted that we were going to get a Rex skin in the OG pass. So yeah, so maybe that's why I like it so much. But look how cool this is. And did you see the edit style? Just let me get something real quick. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. I wish that they did the Dark Rex as an edit style, but that came out in like Chapter 2, so I don't blame them. But this is pretty nice. Look how cool this looks. This is so cool. The blades, everything. So, yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you for the next one, maybe next Sunday.